Hello all, this is Vijendra Gaikwad and today we are going to see how to download and install MongoDB on Windows machine. First of all, on Google, we'll need to type mongodb.org and we have a first link which takes us to the MongoDB's official website. Once we are on the official website, we will have to click on try free. Now here are a couple of options that we can choose from, whether we want to use MongoDB on the cloud platform provided by MongoDB, or we can install it on our machine itself. So after we click on try free, we'll click on premise, and here we will select enterprise server. Now here on the right hand side, we have a few options to select from. You may select the current version of your MongoDB. Remember, if you select the current version, you need to ensure that you are using Windows 10 operating system. If you are using Windows 8, you will opt for 4.0.2 or the lower versions. We will select the platform whichever is required. In our case, it is Windows. And then we will not change this package, which is a MSI file. We'll click simply download, and the MSI file then gets downloaded. It prompts for saving the .msi file. We will save it, but I have already downloaded it, as you can see over here. Once it gets downloaded, you will run that file and see the installation is completed. In the process, we have to click a few next buttons. We have to accept the license agreement, click on complete, just leave it by default as it is, and then simply click on next. Now here it gives us another option to install MongoDB Compass. What is MongoDB Compass? It is a GUI which we use to handle our MongoDB databases. We'll see a video later for that. For now, we will untick it and we will click next. We will click install. It takes a few minutes to get installed. Now once it's installed, just click finish. Now we need to navigate to the C drive, program files, and here we can see there's a MongoDB folder created. In that, we will reach up to the bin folder, and here we have a number of executable files. Of these, the Mongo executable file and MongoD executable file are of our interest. MongoD is the executable file which we want to keep running. So prior to performing any operations, prior to even creating a database by using MongoDB, we will have to execute, or we will have to start MongoDB service. In order to do that, we will we will have to use the Windows command prompt. Now, generally, what we do is we select the path and then we go to the command prompt, change the directory and type in the path, and then we can run the executable files. Shortcut to that is simply come to the required directory, press shift, and then after pressing, keep the shift button pressed and right click. you will see an option of open command window here. If you click on that, you may see that we are straight away at the command prompt and in the required directory. As I told, here we are going to simply run the MongoDB service. Now it it creates a problem. Here it says that this, if you can observe here, it says that the directory data slash db is not found on the C drive. Now we need to take care that if we are using any versions of MongoDB which are below 4.0 or even 4.0, in that case we have to manually create this folder on the C drive. If we are using the latest versions of MongoDB, in that case this folder is already created and we did not do it. But here we will have to navigate to C drive and create a folder as data. In that, it is required to create a folder as db, and that's all. If we navigate again to the bin folder and run the MongoDB service, now we can see that the MongoDB service is up and running. Now we can go ahead and perform uh, the standard operations right from creating the database. So for that, as I told, we need to keep this MongoDB service running in the background. So we'll simply again navigate to our program files folder in that MongoDB, in that server 4.0 bin, and here, as I told earlier, we have to use the Mongo exe file in order to get our operations, that is MongoDB operations running. Again, press shift, right click, go to the command prompt directly, and from here we are going to execute the Mongo executable file. That's it. If we are seeing the MongoDB prompt, like here, everything has been installed properly and we are ready to execute. We are ready to see the further operations. So for now, if you want to see, we can simply type show DBs to get to see what all databases are already present here. So we can see these databases are present, but there's no data. We can manually create the database by using use database name. For example, my database name is whichdb, and that's how we are creating the database in MongoDB. Further operations we'll see in the next video. If you have any doubt, you may raise in the comment section. Thank you.